Hello. Welcome. Welcome to our session. We are Sornia. We are delighted to be here to share what we can with you on this journey that you are all brilliantly following. Some maybe not following in the way in which you thought you would be following it. Some of you are questioning. Well, you're always questioning, and that's what we want. I guess that's why we come forward as often as we do. The questions come. We want to answer those questions with as much clarity, with as much certainty as we can possibly do. We are here in this collective group, because we are a large group. We have said that many times to you. We are in this collective group in order to assist you, in order to give you the support that you need from us. But let's be very clear, because we are entering a time that will be uncertain. Well, you've already entered it. Let's just be clear about that. I'm saying clear quite a bit today. But you have entered a time that there will be events that may take your attention away from the truth of what you really need to be focusing on. You want to be able to keep your ability to stay within these two realms of existence that you call 3D, material realm, and 5D. Because you are currently going between the two realms, sometimes at a rapid pace and sometimes at a slower pace. Think of yourselves as being sometimes on a swing that's going back and forth. And sometimes you pump that swing, and that swing goes high up, and then you come back down. And sometimes you can't get that pump going. So you're there and you're trying to pump the swing and get yourself high up, and you can't. We use metaphor here in the hopes that you can understand what is going on in your world out there. It is a time that you can choose always to do what you want to do, and you know that. But it is a time that the changes that are occurring in your world are at times going to be surprises for you. They are going to be events that will take you in a direction that, if you choose to go, then you will be distracted. So, where are we going with all of this? We have chosen, those of us, I am from a dimension that you use terms higher dimension, a superior dimension. It's a dimension that none of you have really had the opportunity yet to experience completely, and it's not because you're not qualified. You will all be qualified when this is all said and done. You may be more qualified than you wish to be. That's a bit of a joke, but you haven't been able to vibrationally match this dimension that we are from. Some of you equate it to being the 12th dimension, but it's not. Numbers and these labels aren't important. Know that it's a dimension that Earth is on its way there, and you are on your way there along with Earth. So because of that, you are also still within the 3D material world that is releasing a lot of stuck energy. And this is why we feel it's so important that we share what we can with you, in the hopes that you can continue to greatly assist all of us on this journey, because this stuck energy has given us a little bit of a sometimes it's difficult for us to get the words, but has given us a little bit of a run for our money, you would say, because it's glued into some of you, into your energy systems. And what do we mean by that? We mean that all of you, you know that you are not just a spirit form, you're not just a physical 3D form, that you are all that and everything besides, right? You are both physical and non-physical, etheric. You are energy, basically. That's who you are. And some of these energies have gotten glued to you over time from past incarnations, generational, a lot of generational, when we've spoken about that, and a lot of current. You've been bombarded by forces that want to keep you trapped. We've talked about many times. So those forces are still having fun. They think it's fun with mind manipulation. This is very important for you to understand. The mind manipulation is at its utmost coming from forces that want to make sure that you don't know truth. So we're not saying this, of course, we never come in to try to frighten you. We come in to give you guidance. We don't know all the answers. We don't know where everything is going 100% of the time. Neither do you. We work together. You come visit us at night. We come visit you during the day. At night, we are around you. No, we are around you at this time in great numbers to assist you. So you are not alone, but know that it is a very crucial time, a serious time, not a time to panic, not a time to fear, never fear, of course, but a time to be serious, a time to be alert. You will be given opportunities to peek behind the curtain, maybe more than peek behind the curtain, because there will be different entities or different beings from different dimensions who are coming into your current circumstances and really looking to distract. It's as though someone unzipped many different closed areas in your world, and there's a little bit of a free-for-all. And again, we're not saying any of this to frighten anyone. We're saying this in order that you are alert, because those that are on the ground like you, working with individuals, have that opportunity to observe these things. So you're having events come out of the blue that can be very distracting, that can be frightening for your average person. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. That means all the various meditations, practices, the various exercises we have given you, the information we have given you. Please, what resonates with you, what gives you courage and strength and helps you stay focused, go back, repeat these things, make them part of your daily practice, because we need you strong. Not because there's anything being lost here or battles being lost, but because we need your clarity. For at this time, what we have been able to do is to be, each one of you has chosen, not all of you have chosen to work directly with one of us of this 12th dimensional existence, but many of you have. And because you have, we are working, we are like the eyes working through you. We are experiencing it as you are experiencing it. Now that's pretty incredible. So you have an event that is a very emotional event, whether it be a positive one or a negative one, but it's an emotional one. And you want to be very careful that that event is seen with as much truth from you. So being serious, being grounded, that event is seen as truth from you. So we are able to give you the backup, the support that you need in order to respond, if it's necessary for you to respond. Sometimes it won't be. Sometimes just the observation is all that we need in order for us to put what we need to put in place in order to support you. But if there needs to be a response by you, you will feel it. Some of you are already getting, well, how will I know? How will I know? We're getting that from you as you're listening to this. You will know. If in doubt, stop. Remember, what do? Pause. Couple of deep breaths into the deep solar plexus. Breathe it out, release, ask to be shown what's in this for you or what needs you do. You know how to do this. Get yourself grounded. Anyway, it's important that you know when to make a move, when not to make a move, when to stand still, what you need to do. Every one of you who is hearing this message is prepared, is in the right place. You're all in the right place. I'm smiling from ear to ear because we have just mobilized everyone. You've all been so on top of things and come together and put yourself where you need to be, even if you don't know that you have. So everyone is ready. And this isn't an attack. Don't think of this as an attack that you're being, even though it could seem that way. You're not being attacked. You are being pushed. Not so much you that have the awareness, but humanity is being pushed. Who are you really? What is unconditional love? What does it mean to be bombarded with negativity, but yet still be able to come and face another with just pure love? What's happening from our end, I know we may be a little bit jumping around today, so be patient with what we share with you, but we have been able to mobilize on our end. It's a group that they are solely for the purpose of holding the energies of unconditional love, the expression of unconditional love, compassion, acceptance, those beautiful energies. They reside in all dimensions, in greater number in our dimension, only because we have evolved to there. So they hold that space. They have different ways in which of holding that space. And they're holding that so that everything that needs to occur on Earth at this time can occur as smoothly as possible. Because as we said, the forces that would like to move it in another direction and cause things to be quite the distractions and lead many astray, many are at work here. There are so many spiritual battles being performed, I guess that's the right way of saying, occurring, that you are unaware of. But they are being counterbalanced by this group that we will call the heart, the heart group, I guess is the best way we can say it. That is their job. That is all that they do. That is why they were created, and that is all that they do. So when you are feeling tired, because many of you are going to feel tired, we're going to talk about your physical forms in a moment. You'll be feeling fatigue. You'll be feeling the things that we kind of nodded to a moment ago. Sit quietly. Do your breathing. Connect. Imagine how you will, and maybe imagine a flower. Imagine something that is pleasing to you, that is a circle form, and imagine the energies coming off of that and reaching you into your heart. Breathe it in so that you can breathe it back out for yourself for balance. And you're going to need some courage at times because you might be seeing things that are very unpleasant. But remember, it's not real. It's not real. You are being projected incredible amounts of illusion and falsehoods that when you move through this phase and into where you will be once you've balanced this time out, you will be astounded at how well they have managed to fool and dupe humanity into believing things that are of a nature that are ugly and evil. So we want you to believe yourselves first and foremost. You could do this alone in greater number. Of course, you're going to have greater response. And you aren't alone. But that's how strong each one of you have become in this time that you have spent working on yourselves, that you could handle this negative forces and their shenanigans to the degree that one individual would be able to wipe it clean. You don't want to because you don't need to. So never fear. There are, just so you know, times of day that are more conducive to this coming forward. And of course, they're in the darker hours. So many of you may be awakening, feeling tired, exhausted, depleted, because they're busy at work at night, of course. not allowing some of you to get the sleep that you need, but we're there. We're counterbalancing all the time. Remember that. Remind yourselves. But the nighttime is a time of a lot of the negativity, the way they mind control is coming through. We've mentioned this many times before about being careful what you pay attention to, of course, because that's where your energy goes, right? So what are you watching in your downtime? It's okay to distract yourself with entertainment. It's wonderful when you spend time with those that you love and share. Some of you are spending time watching your different media. And of course, that's their meaning the dark's favorite way in which to manipulate and bring in fear. And they're not bringing it in that you see it with your eyes. It's done at a frequency that comes in, it's a lower frequency. So it's coming in where it's coming in through the subconscious. It's just bypassing, it's coming in through the subconscious. So pay attention when you might feel like a pang of fear or a pang of pain, an actual physical pain. Is something wrong with me? Am I weakening? Do I have this? Do I have that? Be careful. Go into whatever you're feeling in your body, whether it be emotional or physical discomfort. Go in and recognize it, acknowledge it. Ask for us to help you if you don't feel confident doing it yourself, but follow it. It's moving through your bodies. You're being affected whether you're watching the media or listening to your music, because it's out there. It's out there, and the sound is out there whether you are hearing it with your ears or not. It's affecting your body. So we wanted to talk about your physical forms. Many of you are dealing with serious physical ailments. Maybe they're more than ailments. Patience. It's another distraction. You will get through this fine and come out the other end. You're capable. It's part of the way that the dark wants to stop this evolution, wants to stop this great awakening. You're there. You're there. You're there. The doors are opening. It's not even when, it's happening. And it's happening a little bit faster than with a speed that we would have anticipated. So one thing we would advise is when you are doing your breathing, when you are doing your heart-centered meditations, do them with a gentleness. Remember, it doesn't have to be deep to be effective, because it's been effective. There have been amazing experiences happening all around the planet that you aren't being given the permission to see these things because it's being held back, as we've said. So know that it's going on. The way to tap into it, to know, again, get quiet. We would advise you before going to sleep at night. Most of you do this. You have your quiet where you sit and you will connect and you'll do your gratitudes, or you call them your prayers, whatever they are. However you define it, sit with it and ask to be shown something that was an event that brought a great pleasure or moved the dial closer to more awakening. I don't know quite how to put it into words, but you know what I'm saying. You'll be shown, because there are things happening all around your planet that will spark only joy and enthusiasm, and you want to get up there and do more of what you're doing. And you might go, I'm not doing anything. Oh, yes, you are. Unaware a lot of times of the impact you are having, but it is. We know your bodies are taking a beating. Some of you, not all of you, but some of you are really taking a beating. You might describe it as that. I guess we don't want to use those terms, but you might feel that way. Remember, even that's an illusion. That feeling of being beat up, that's an illusion. Yeah, don't get angry with us, okay? We are excited. We needed to come forward. We wanted to give you this information. We are trying our best to make sure that you are up to date with everything. Of course, we've always told you there's nothing to fear, and you know that there's nothing to fear. You've been wonderful at maintaining that volume of there's nothing to fear in your world. So many people are touched by it, and they're not afraid. We've seen some very courageous acts on the part of humanity of late, and we're so impressed. But remember, we've said this to you time and time again. We're doing this together. You are not separate from us. We are united in this. All of us are in this together. And as you move forward in your understanding of truly what is going on for you, you will be able to see what it means to not be separate. More of us will be entering what you call the earthly realm because we can get in there. So you'll be hopefully encountering some benevolent beings of light on your grocery shopping or your dining out or spending time meeting new people. Some of you may have already met some people that you wouldn't really call people. Well, in a way, but you would see them as the beings for who they are. You're surrounded by you call them spaceships. We call them our little cars. I guess there are ways of us moving around outside your realm. We do them. Some of you say, well, don't you do them just with your bodies? Yes, we do, but we also have craft that we use to come close to you because it's easier for us. So we do use craft where we reside. We live in this craft. Someone asked us to explain a little bit about what we do when we are interacting with you. We can just appear for you. Some of you may have seen us, woken up and felt our presence in your room, in your homes, digging through your refrigerators. We're kidding, but we would. We have our own means of nourishment. But we do spend a lot of time in our craft that can go through the highly sensitive rays of the Earth's atmosphere that you quite aren't able to yet, but you will be able to. All in all, I know we've been a little bit jumpy around here, and that's because of the excitement we feel. Hopefully you've been able to follow us without losing the real meaning of us coming to you is, yes, there's a lot going on for you physically. There's a lot going on for you emotionally that you have been not hanging in there. You've been standing strong in it. The bravery, the courage, the smiles on your face, the little chuckle we'll hear when something like lines up that you go, oh, look at that. Wasn't that cool? You're so aware of who you are that there's no doubting any longer your ability to do what it is that you signed up to do. And we're going to end talking about that. It's well known by most of you that each one of you made an agreement, whether you remember it or not, that you would be present here on Earth at this time in order to help, in order to assist everyone, not just the ones you like, not just the ones that bring you a little bit of joy, but everyone. Each one of you signed up for what you are currently experiencing, not because you got something better than someone else, but because you knew the importance of what you were going to be doing for the greater good. Each one of you walked through that doorway fully aware of what you were capable of doing and what you would be doing, and you're doing it. And that's why we came in the way we did today, to emphasize that you are doing it. Don't doubt it. You are doing it from the heart, where you find the love, that softness, to do it with that softness. The solar plexus, you rely a lot on that because that's where you're finding the strength and the courage. But we've been working with you to keep you as aligned as we possibly can, but you've been doing it for yourselves as well, keeping your chakras aligned, keeping your energy system strong and moving forward in the ways that you see benefit you the most. So, hopefully, this will help you. We hope to be back soon to give you the further updates, further encouragement. It's looking good. And some of you are smiling because you know that you have confirmation that you met some of us, maybe through a casual smile, passing, grocery shopping, as we said, some encounter of that kind. A restaurant, maybe one of us served you food and you recognize us. That's what it'll be. We're all around. We're all around. More of us are here. So I've really enjoyed this opportunity to come forward. I've never been able to do this before. So for me, it was a pleasure. But I'm being told that my time is up, at least for now. Hopefully I can be back again with you. Keep going. We love you very, very, very much. We are Sornia. Goodbye.